The Rock, Smashing Machine, box office bust. What do you think of the trailer? Did that pique your interest? Did you think it looked good?
No, it didn't.
Did it not?
It didn't pique my interest. And I'm not a martial arts fan per se. I'm not a UFC fan. So to me, that whole thing, other than The Rock playing the star in it, that Mark Kerr, which I have no idea of his career or anything because I don't follow it. But I did hear one thing that you cannot tell it was The Rock. And that's true.
You think?
No. I saw a close up on the guy's face. And if somebody said, "Who is that?" I would have to say, I don't know initially. And even the voice was different, I think. He changed his voice, he changed his cadence. He actually tried some acting instead of being Rock so much. And I think he did a great job. But I think their audience that they were counting on to not only the audience of UFC, but The Rock himself, apparently it didn't vibrate. It didn't move the numbers at all. And I heard it did $6 million in its opening week.
Yeah, it was supposedly
that's horrible.
5.9 actually. I think it was like a $60 million budget, and then obviously marketing materials are going to double that pretty much. It was estimated it was going to do like maybe 8 to 15 million over the weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very much underperformed, which is, I guess, kind of a shame, but there's very few people who've heard of Mark Kerr outside of, MMA fans.
So I haven't either. I mean, I've heard the name, but as far as going into the history of the man, I don't know who he is. And of course, like I just said, that I think the producers of this movie said, well, it's for it's for UFC fans, the martial arts or the Ultimate Fighting Championship type guys and I think that actually cuts most of the women out because I don't think the UFC audience has that much women. It's mostly male. And even putting The Rock in there, it didn't help it. So they have a problem here, but now it's made. So come on, guys. If it's a bomb, it's a bomb and nothing you can do about it.
So what put you off the trailer then? Was it just the subject matter just didn't pique your interest, or was it something else?
Where is the intrigue about it? Where's the backstabbing of the story? What was the story? What's the story of Mark Kerr?
The story is he was pretty much the most dominant, if not one of, at least most dominant mixed martial artist at the time, and then just got heavy into pill abuse and basically murdered his own career.
That's what I'm saying. It's for the martial arts, the Ultimate Fighting fans. It's, and I don't know how many of them want to go and see it.
They've added the wife angle, though. They've added the wife angle, so Emily Blunt, I think, plays his wife, and they're trying to get the human interest drama bit there as well.
I didn't get it. Not with me. So if you got a problem with your wife, hey, okay,
start a podcast with her.
Yeah, huh? Yeah,
yeah. So do what the Undertaker did.
We put her in the movie. She can't ask anymore. But anyway, yeah, I see why they missed the mark on that one.
So
I see why they missed the Mark Kerr on that one. See how I just worked that in there. See,
with that being said, that the reviews have been pretty good for it, but there's been, so apparently around like September, October, November time, any film that wants to get an Oscar releases around this time, right? So Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and co. have designs on hopefully being nominated for an Oscar for this film.
Yeah, I read that too. Hey, the parts that he was in were good because I couldn't, like I said, you couldn't tell it was The Rock. Even the voice and the cadence, it's not The Rock.
I don't know the story that well, so I think I probably enjoy it more. It's like the Iron Claw with the Von Erichs, and we know the story better than most people, and that monkeyed with the formula so much as far as timelines, and they didn't have a sixth brother hanging about because they just deleted him from history. Chris, I think it was. That kind of thing, and that took away the enjoyment a little bit from me, even though it was a good film. Whereas with the Mark Kerr thing, I don't know the full story. Apparently there's some bits that are wrong, which won't affect it. But I am going to go and see it, because I really liked Mark Kerr back in the day. He was one of my favourites. So I'll have a review for you, maybe even next week.
Okay, Mark Kerr, when did he fight? When did he actually have matches? What years?
The mid to late 90s to early 2000s, and then his career started to peter out then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was fighting up until like 2008, but he'd lost like every fight for years because he was a shell of informed. Watch the film. You should watch the film and tell me if you actually like it. But anyway, before we go any further...
Now you want me to watch a movie about a guy who lost every match.
No, only the second half of his career he lost every match. Spoiler.
Okay, would he be the Ultimate Fighting Championships version of Justin?
Kind of. Not sure he tried to fake sell.
Is he still okay? Tell me, you catch me up on this. Mark Kerr, he's still alive?
Still alive. As best I know, he's clean and through the other side of his addiction issues for the most part now. But once again, I don't know.
What's he doing now?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the film. No idea.
You cannot Google what he's doing now?
Give me a minute then, for goodness sake. As Dutch was laughing at me for making me Google. Yes, Mark Kerr is clean. is clean and has been sober for 7 years as of October 2025, having overcome serious struggle with painkiller addiction. It did end his career. Not nearly ended his career. It's based, essentially, The Smashing Machine is based off the documentary called The Smashing Machine, where this was many, many years earlier, where Mark was still, way into his addiction. But as far as what he's doing now, I don't know.
So he was the champion at one time?
Yeah, but this is before they even had belts. He was the ultimate fighter. He was winning the tournaments. And then he went over to Pride in Japan, dominate over there for a couple of years, and then it all went wrong. Right.
So most of his career was out of sight of the average normal American fan.
Yeah, I'd say so. A couple of UFCs, and then off he went to Pride for many years. Yeah, in Japan.
Okay.
One more thing to add is that The Rock took a $4 million fee, significantly below his historic $20+ million paycheck, plus points. Sources say he even gave a portion of his paycheck to Emily Blunt and Mark Kerr himself. So that's nice.
Oh, good.
If you get that. Good for him.
Good. Very good.